وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. أما بعد, the book we have started to study from about 2 weeks now is this book by Imām Rajab Al-Hambali rahimahullah Zayyidi Abdur-Rahman ibn Ahmad ibn Rajab. He is Abdur-Rahman ibn Ahmad ibn Rajab Al-Hambali, but he was popularly referred to as Ibn Rajab Al-Hambali rahimahullah Zayyidi. He titled the book as Al-Farq Bayna An-Naseehah Wat-Tibyān. Al-Farq Bayna An-Naseehah Wat-Tibyān means the difference between An-Naseehah, sincere advice, Wat-Tibyān, and insult plus abuse. There is a difference between the two. You are advising somebody, you are abusing him. There's a difference between advising and abusing. Hey, Rahman. There is a big difference between advising and what? Abusing or insulting. That is what he called Al-Farq Bayna An-Naseehah Wat-Tibyān. An-Naseehah is maqbula, mahmuda. Naseehah is accepted and praiseworthy. But At-Tibyān is mamnoon, very mamnoon. Islam discourages it and rejects it. One of them is accepted. Which one is that? An-Naseehah. The other one is rejected. Which one is that? At-Tibyān. We should not abuse and insult a Muslim. So he started, he said, Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatuhu wa salamuhu ala Imām al-Muttaqeen wa Khatam al-Nabiyyin wa alihi wa sahbihi أجمعين والتابعين لهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, Rajab said رحمه الله فهذه كلمات مختصرة جامعة. فهذه ماذا؟ كلمات مختصرة جامعة. These are كلمات, these are expressions. مختصرة. These expressions, they are brief. They are in summary, brief concepts, but jami'atun, they carry a lot of things inside them. That's why if he says one thing, you need a lot of time to explain that thing that he has said. That is one of the attributes of this book. He will say one thing, but you take a lot of time to explain it and break it down. Why? Because even though the ibarat are what? Mukhtasara, those kalimat are what? Jamia. The expressions are brief. The language is small, few words. But the meanings inside those few words, they are what? Jamia. They cover a lot of things. Few words, but containing a lot of meanings. It's a big book, 19 or 21 pages. You will see how it is by the time you go for that book. So many things are inside this book. So he said it is kalimat mukhtasaratun jami'atun. What is it talking about? Al-Farq Bayna An-Naseehah wa-Ta'lim. The intention behind this book is to draw a line between advice and what? Insult. Bayna An-Naseehah wa-Ta'lim. فَإِنَّهُمَا. Why do we need to draw a line between An-Naseehah and At-Tibyān? The reason we need to draw a line is because these two things يشتركان في أن كل منهما ذكر الإنسان بما يكره ذكره. The reason we have to draw a line is that these two things have to do with telling somebody about something he does not like him to talk about him. If you want to give him Naseehah, you say, hey, my brother, this thing you are doing is bad. How old are you? 12. You are resting on the foot. Sit down properly and turn towards me here. Rahman, turn towards me. Don't give me your sides. Give me your face. An-Naseehah has to do with telling somebody, did this thing badly. Why did you do it like this? Don't do it like this. This one is bad. That's what An-Naseehah. In At-Tibyān, he's going to say, look at it. He didn't do it well. The two of them have to do dhikru ma yakrahu al-insan. In one of them, you are telling him, you did so and so, and it is bad. In the second one, you are also telling him something that he did that is bad. But one of them is good. One of them is bad. So how do we draw a line between the two? When the two involves telling the man something that he did that was bad. So he said, Rahimahullah, because of that, there needs to be a line. He said, فَهَذِهِ كَلِمَاتٌ مُخْتَصَرَةٌ جَامِعَةٌ لِلْفَرْقِ بَيْنَ النَّصِيحَةِ وَالتَّعْيِيرِ فَإِنَّهُمَا يَشْتَرِكَانِ فِي أَنَّ كُلًّا مِنْهُمَا ذِكْرُ الْإِنسَانِ بِمَا يَكْرَهُ ذِكْرَهُ. He does not like you to tell him that he has a long neck. Does he like you to tell him to see your big head? This is ta'ir. It's wrong to tell a Muslim he has a big head, big eye. Some young people do that. It is ta'ir, it is haram. Or you can say it behind him. You go and tell somebody, you see Abdur-Raūf, he said, he has a big head. It's ta'ir, it's riba if it is behind him, and he truly has a big head. So you don't say that about it. ذِكْرُكَ أَخَاكَ بِمَا يَكْرَهُ. Don't tell about your brother something that he does not like to be told about him. May Allah forgive all of us. So these two things, At-Tibyān and An-Naseehah, يشتركان في أن كل منهما ذكر الإنسان بما يكره ذكره وقد يشتبه الفرق بينهما عند كثير من الناس. So the difference between An-Naseehah and At-Tibyān قد يشتبه, it may be ambiguous and unclear in the كثير من الناس. To so many people, the difference may not be clear. So some people will be making ta'lim thinking that they are doing what? Naseehah. And some people may actually be making Naseehah, and the people they are talking to will feel that it is what? Ta'lim. If you tell somebody, hey, don't do like this, don't do like this, he can say, why are you not insulting me? Say, I didn't insult you, I'm just telling you how to do it. Well. So some people can take Naseehah to mean what? And some people will actually be making ta'lim, but they want you to consider it as what? Naseehah. Why? They have not drawn the difference between An-Naseehah and what? So it means there is a necessity for us to know the difference between An-Naseehah and what? At-Tibyān. Very important. Especially these days of social media, people abuse themselves. Muslims abuse themselves. Scholars abuse themselves. Sometimes those abuses are Naseehah. They may even intend Naseehah, but they will actually be doing what? They may actually intend Naseehah and do Naseehah, but the person that is receiving the Naseehah will think that it is what? Why? Why is this confusion? Because we have not drawn a line. Al-Farq Bayna An-Naseehah. Because we have not drawn a line to differentiate between An-Naseehah and what I am saying now, maybe it's not even young people we should be talking. We should go and read it in front of scholars in our community today. Come. Let us read this book together. Reading it. That one will not be needing to be explaining it in another language except Arabic. We'll be reading it in Arabic and stopping. Do we all understand? Say yes. Because we can almost say that this kind of trouble is more common amongst even the scholars themselves. We are coming back to it. Or those who are seen as scholars in the community. This issue of Naseehah and very common. And you will see the evil that is inside At-Tibyān wal-Ghībah and the goodness that is inside what An-Naseehah. So if Naseehah is as good as this, and Al-Ghībah to an At-Tibyān is as bad as this, should we confuse them? No. They shouldn't be confusing, but they are confusing. That's the reality. People have confused between the two of them. So it requires that there is need for us to differentiate between An-Naseehah and what? At-Tibyān. Rahman, لا تعتمد على الجدال. تقدم. كم عمرك؟ 60 70 100. تقدم. لا تعتمد على الجدال. الاعتماد على الجدال للكبار. الاعتماد على الجدال للكبار. If you are 60, 70 years old, you can be resting on the pole. So there is a difference between At-Tibyān and what? Naseehah. What we just did now, what is it? Naseehah. It's Naseehah. So An-Naseehah is different and At-Tibyān is also what? So how then do we draw a line between An-Naseehah and At-Tibyān? That is everything we want to study in this book. Al-Farq Bayna An-Naseehah. So he said, Rahimahullah, اعلم أن ذكر الإنسان بما يكرهه محرم. Go and understand this fact. أن ذكر الإنسان, that for you to be mentioned somebody بما يكرهه, with something that he hates, is muharram. It is prohibited in Islam. Don't abuse me in Islam. Don't talk about me. Yes, I did it, but don't abuse me. One Muslim should not be abusing the other Muslim. I'm told back, don't call me Ogologo. When we're younger than this, in pidgin English, he says Siam, Ogologo. Don't call me that name in Islam. It is haram. Haram. I am short back. Don't call me Maltex bottle. I don't think anybody here will know what is Maltex. If they know Maltex, they don't know the bottle of Maltex that I'm talking about. The only thing, the Maltex bottle was like small, short, fat, big. They say, yeah, Maltex bottle, haram, haram. Some people say, yeah, big eyes, haram, haram. Don't say that to your brother. Big eyes, big head, haram, haram. حرام اعلم أن ذكرك أخاك بما يكره حرام محرم. Ibn Rajab said اعلم أن ذكر الإنسان بما يكره محرم. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, he told us that it is haram to insult a person. Don't insult a Muslim. To insult a Muslim is haram. When in Hajjatul Wada, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam addressed the people on the day of Arafah, he said, أيها الناس, O people, إن دماءكم وأموالكم وأعراضكم حرام عليكم كحرمة يومكم هذا. Your blood, your wealth, and your honor. So when you tell a Muslim big head, you are disgracing his honor. When you tell him big mouth, big nose, big neck, short, this, that, all of these, you are disgracing the Muslim. Look at it, he's writing with left hand. What is your concern about that? So don't abuse the Muslim. Don't go and start finding the faults of the Muslim. It's haram. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Ya ma'ashara man amana bi lisanihi wa lam yadkhul imanu qalbahu. I call you people, alladhina amanu bi lisanihi, those who only believe upon their tongues, wa lam yadkhul imana fi qulubihim, lam yadkhul imanu qalbahu. Iman has not entered their hearts. They are only saying, Iman, Sufi, Salafi, this, that. The Sufi itself is even upon his guidance. But he's saying, Salafi. He's just saying it on his mouth. That's Salafiyya, that's Sunnah, Sunnah. He's just talking it on his mouth. It has not entered his heart. This is one of the ways of the people of Nifaq. The scholars say from the ways of the Munafiqun is what we want to talk about. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, Ya ma'ashara man amana bilisanihi wa lam yadkhul imanu qalbahu. Oh, you assembly of those who only believe with their mouths, that Iman has not entered their hearts. La taztabul muslimin. Don't go on backbiting the Muslims. Don't go on behind them, saying that they have big head, big mouth, big nose, long nose, short, this. They did one thing yesterday, they did one thing yesterday, is one who did it. Don't go about saying that about Muslims. La tabtabul muslimin. Don't go on backbiting Muslims. Who are those who will be backbiting Muslims? Man amana bi lisanihi wa lam yadkhul al-iman qalbahu. Who are those who go about backbiting Muslims? Those who believe only upon their tongues, but Iman has not entered their hearts. La tabtabul muslimin. Don't go about backbiting the Muslims. Wa la tattabi'u awratihim. Don't go on following up their faults. Don't go on following up the faults of Muslims and looking at it and watching it. These days it's common amongst young people. They are the ones assessing their scholars. You want to say, this scholar, this sheikh, this doctor, professor, this one is like this one is not like this. This one is this. You are the one assessing your teachers. La tattabi'u awratihim. Don't go about looking for their faults, for things that they will want to be covered about them. فَإِنَّهُ مَنْ تَتَبَّعَ أَوْرَتَهُ. Because anybody who goes about finding their faults, يَتَّبِعُ اللَّهُ أَوْرَتَهُ. Allah will find his own faults too. وَمَنْ يَتَّبِعِ اللَّهُ أَوْرَتَهُ يَفْضَحُهُ وَلَوْ كَانَ فِي بَيْتِهِ. Anyone that Allah goes getting his faults, Allah will disgrace him, even though it be in his house. Even inside his house, Allah will disgrace him. So he will not amount to anything in his house. Why? He was looking for the faults of other Muslims. He's the one abusing them, calling them party bomber, calling them names, giving each of them names, calling them Ambako. I don't know that a Muslim can call another Muslim Ambako. Do you know the person we know as Ambako? He was a mushrik. Ambako represented shirk. That is the name that you ascribe a Muslim to. بئس الاسم الفسوق ولا تنابذوا بالألقاب. It comes under this issue. It is from the aspects of at-tanabuzu bil-laqab. Call one brother Agbako. Professor Lamela Agbako ni ha. Oh, to Salama. You will repeat it again on the day of Qiyamah. You call a Muslim Agbako? بعد الإيمان. May Allah protect all of us. So anybody who does this, Allah will disgrace him inside his house. And that's why all these people doing all these things, go and look for them in their house. They are useless people. Even their wives see them as useless idiots. I know one or two like that. Say, their wives and children see them like worthless idiots, as he saw that for Rasul. May Allah protect us. This matter is worse if the Muslim has died. A Muslim who has died, you start talking about him. He was this, he was that. Ha 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 ha. Haram. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, إذا مات صاحبكم فدعوه. إذا مات صاحبكم فدعوه. When any of your companions passes away, leave him. ولا تقعوا فيه. دعوه ولا تقعوا فيه. Leave your brother. Don't start insulting him and abusing him and criticizing him. When any of you dies, don't start criticizing. This hadith was reported by the companion of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, and Al-Imām Al-Bayna rahimahullah in Silsilatul Ahadith As-Sahihah, he graded this hadith sahih. And Imam Abu Dawud reported that hadith. إذا مات أحدكم إذا مات صاحبكم فدعوه. When your brother dies, leave him. وَلَا تَقَرُوا فِيهِ. Don't go on abusing, criticizing. But when he was alive, he was like this, he was like, leave him alone. They are old. Some of the Muslims go about doing that because of political reasons. They belong to a certain political party. Their Muslim brother belongs to another political party. They are looking for somebody who can abuse somebody very well. So they make him the PRO of the campaign organization. You know what that means? He should be able to project his employer with what he is not. And he is able to disgrace the opponent. Even if he finds goodness in him, he will say that that goodness is bad. When the Zambian Tunisia 90 Nations Cup team, was it Tunisia 90 or 94? When they entered, they flew and their plane got into the Atlantic. Kalusha Bualia was amongst them, Abi. Kalusha. Or he did not join that team. You have forgotten. Many of the people here were not born that time. 1994. Who was born in 94? Rahman, you were born in 1994. They were going to play football. Their plane just took off. All of them just entered Atlantic Ocean like that. Kalusha, Walia. There are people who have names like this doing things like this in the country. Before they are shouting somebody. Today now they are shouting another person. If a Muslim is like that, let him be careful. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Man akala bi rajulin muslimin uklatan, fa inna Allah yut'imuhu mithlaha min jahannam. Man akala bi rajulin muslimin uklatan. Any person who was employed to abuse a Muslim as a means of eating food. It is when you abuse your Muslim brother that people give you money. Well done, they give you money. فَتَأْكُلُ بِأَخِيكَ الْمُسْلِمِ. You are using your Muslim brother to eat food. They say, say to the world that he's foolish. You start saying that he was foolish. You'll be manipulating videos to show that he was foolish. You'll be manipulating videos to show that he was stupid. He was sick. The man is sick, he can't stand up. All his hand is shaking. You are the Muslim saying that about your brother, and you know that it's a lie. If it was true, it is haram. If it is a lie, it is worse. That is buhtan. If the insult was true, it is what? Ghiba. And ghiba is what? Haram. If it is a lie, what you are saying about your brother is a lie. It is what? Buhtan. Buhtan is ghiba plus kadhib. Ghiba is what? Something ذكرك أخاك بما يكره. وهذا الذي تذكر عنه موجود فيه. That is ghiba. But if you say what is not with him, just to disgrace him and abuse him, it is what? The Prophet said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Man akala bi rajulin muslimin uklatan, fa inna Allah yut'imuhu mislaha min jahannam. That food you are eating, abusing your brother to gain popularity, and you get to eat food with it, Allah will provide you the same kind of food inside Jahannam from there. So if you take 1 billion, you eat 1 billion of food from it, don't worry. Exact amount, you will eat it with Jahannam, from Jahannam. من أكل بأخيه المسلم أكلة يطعمه الله مثله في جهنم. Allah will make you eat the same thing inside Jahannam. If it is praise that you want, you will get appropriate disgrace inside Jahannam. They are praising you. They are abusing like yeah. That is what people now praising you. Well done, well done. You will get equal disgrace on the day of Qiyamah from Jahannam. May Allah protect all of us. Jabir ibn Abdullah al-Ansari radiyallahu anhuma, he said, Kunna ma'al Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, فارتفعت ريح جيفة ممتنة. We were with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. A wind began to blow. What was that wind? ريح جيفة ممتنة. The smell of a dead animal. The wind, the smell began to come. The wind was blowing. What will it do? It will blow the smell of a dead animal towards us. So we were smelling dead animal. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam asked us, Atadruna ma hadhihi ar-rih? This smelling, have you smelled? You perceive the odor of a dead animal. How is it? Very, very naughty, odious, pungent. It's not pungent. What is that smell? Sulfur dioxide is what? Huh? Yes. What is the smell? Huh? Rotten egg smell. Did I remember that chemistry? Which one is pungent? Ammonium. Ammonium is pungent and choking. So I didn't forget. I wrote chemistry in 1992. Where were you in 1992? At Derby. Rotten egg smell. So the smell of a dead animal is worse than the sulfur oxide smell. It's worse than the smell of a rotten egg. So the Prophet asked them, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Atadruna ma hadhihi rih? Do you know what this wind is about? Hadhihi rihul ladina yaltabuna al-mu'minin. This is the smell of those who do what? Who are making giba of the people of Imam. Those who make giba of Muslims. They are smelling people. If someone comes now and starts telling you, Musa, you see, this is your brother, this is it. Please go. That's why in the Quran, after Allah said to us, وَلَا يَغْتَبْ بَعْضُكُمْ بَعْضٍ. What did he say? أَيُحِبُّ أَحَدُكُمْ أَنْ يَأْكُلَ لَحْمَ أَخِيهِ مَيْتًا فَكَرِهْتُمُوهُ. Would you have wanted to eat the dead flesh of your brother? Your brother dies. He's dead. Will you like to eat? You don't like it. So when you make giba, what you are doing is worse than that. Allah makes you see that it's a bad thing, smelling thing. Giba is smelling. الَّذِينَ يَغْتَابُونَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ هَكَذَا. That's how they are too. Those who make giba of the people of Iman, they smell. So that's why when someone makes giba to you, what do? Say, please, don't come with that smell. Don't tell me. Go. Don't tell me. If someone brings giba to you, someone wants to tell you, hey, come, let me tell you. I saw this, that. Hey, please go with your giba. La tattabu Muslims. Don't go on making giba of Muslims. So you see from the Quran, from the Hadith, and from Ijma'. Al-Hafiz ibn Kathir rahimahullah. He says, وَالْغِيبَةُ مُحَرَّمٌ بِالْإِجْمَاعِ. Ibn Kathir. He says, وَالْغِيبَةُ مُحَرَّمٌ بِالْإِجْمَاعِ. Ghiba is haram by consensus. وَلَا يُسْتَثْنَى مِنْ ذَلِكِ. There is no exemption in that. إِلَّا مَا رَجَّحَتْ مَصْلَحَتُهُ. The only circumstance where you can be saying something about a Muslim is ma rajahat maslahatuhu. There is a lot of pressing benefits for us to say something that is bad about him. We say that thing about him. The religion allows us to say that is bad about him. Islam allows us. There are places where we can say about people what they don't like us to say about them. So Ibn Kathir said, rahimahullah, وَلَا يُسْتَثْنَى مِنْ ذَلِكَ إِلَّا مَنْ رَجَّحَتْ مَصْلَحَتُهُ كَمَا فِي الْجَرْحِ وَالتَّعْدِيلِ وَالنَّصِيحَةِ. كَمَا فِي الْجَرْحِ وَالتَّعْدِيلِ وَالنَّصِيحَةِ. Sometimes in nasiha, you have to tell the man about something that he did that is bad. وَفِي الْجَرْحِ وَالتَّعْدِيلِ. Likewise, we will come back to this in fuller details. In Al-Jarh wa-Ta'dil, the science that's about those who report ahadith of the Prophet Muhammad. The whole science. That science will tell us, is this person a person when he says haddathani fulan, will we accept him? If we will accept him, he has at-ta'dil on him. If we will not accept him, he has what? Al-Jarhu on him. This is the meaning of what? Al-Jarhu wa Ta'dil. Al-Jarhu makes us reject the hadith of that person. And At-Ta'dil makes us do what? Accept the hadith of that person. That time that you are making Al-Jarh, that will make us reject the hadith. You are talking about him, something that he does not like. But here it is accepted. We must say about him what he does not like. So this Imam Ibn Kathir rahimahullah, he said, وَالْغِيبَةُ مُحَرَّمٌ بالإجماع ولا يستثنى من ذلك إلا ما رجحت مصلحته. If there is pressing definite need and benefit to say something about him that is bad, then we should say it. To say that negative thing is now allowed. Kama fil jarhi wa ta'dil, the way it is allowed in the science of what? Al-jarhu wa ta'dil. What is al-jarhu wa ta'dil? The science that makes us reject the hadith, that makes us know what to reject and what to do, accept. From what? From the ahadith of the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. Wa kama fil Naseehah. Likewise in what? An-Naseehah. Meaning that if I want to advise somebody, I say, hey, I heard that you did so and so yesterday. You know, I've mentioned something that he doesn't like. I will now start advising him. Stop it. Don't do this. Don't do that. That is An-Naseehah. Or al-jarh. Someone we know to be a bad person. He now said, the Prophet said, the time that reports were narrated like this. Or that he wants to say something in the name of the religion, say, I know you, see that, you are not. So we say the reason why we will not accept what he is saying, because he's not in a position to say that. All of these will come under al-jarh wa ta'dil. These are the reasons why al-ghiba or at-ta'yir. But at that time we will not call it ta'yir again. If we call it ghiba, we say it is ghibatun mubahatun. It is ghiba that is what? Accepted. That is lawful. Takunu wajiba. It may even be compulsory, as the scholars have said. Last week we started mentioning those places because in Rajab, if we come back to our rahimahullah, it says, "Ilam anna dhikra al-insani bima yakrahu muharram." You know all the evidence now that makes it haram for you to mention something negative about a Muslim. We have given a lot of ahadith. إذا كان المقصود منه مجرد الذم. If your intention for mentioning something negative about a Muslim is mujarrad al-dhamm, you just want to disgrace him, wal-ayb, you just want to mention faults about him, wal-naqs, you just want to mention his shortcomings. If that is the reason, you just want to talk about it, let us gist, and that gist is you are talking about what a Muslim will not like about himself. It is what? Al-Ghiba. And this Ghiba is what? Haram. فَأَمَّا إِن كَانَ فِيهِ مَصْلَحَةٌ لِعَامَةِ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. But that thing we say it is haram. إِن كَانَ فِيهِ مَصْلَحَةٌ لِعَامَةِ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. If the generality of the Muslims will benefit from it. Can Muslims benefit from it? Yes, we will mention where they can benefit from it. إن كان فيه مصلحة لعامة المسلمين خاصة لبعضهم, or benefit for specific persons amongst them, whether general benefit or what? Specific benefit for some people. Let me give us quickly, before you start thinking, can there be general benefit or specific benefit? Let me tell us one general benefit. One person is known to be a person who takes over people's money. Let me give a clear example. If you know anybody to be a kidnapper, it is compulsory for you to report to authorities. If we report him to authorities now, is there no benefit for the generality of the Muslims? You see now. Now if you are saying he's a kidnapper, you are telling the authorities about something that he does not like, have you? But is there benefit or not? So you have to tell, you have to report him. Let me mention an example of specific benefits. Someone comes to your daddy, he wants to marry your sister. And you know that person, he tells lies. He does not read Quran. He does not observe Salah. You knew him when you were in university together. What will you tell to daddy? Don't marry our sister to this man. Why? Because he's like this, like this. That thing you are saying about him is given. But in this case, there is what? Benefit. Is the benefit for everybody? No. It is for who? Some Muslims. Is this clear now? I want us to understand this. I can read this 50 times. If that will make us to get it clear. If we don't read any other passage in this book apart from this one, it's enough. But we must get it clear. He says, فَأَمَّا إِنْ كَانَ فِيهِ مَصْلَحَةٌ لِعَامَّةِ الْمُسْلِمِينَ خَاصَّةً لِبَعْضِهِمْ وَكَانَ الْمَقْصُودُ مِنْهُ تَحْصِيلَ تِلْكَ الْمَصْلَحَةِ. The reason why you are saying that giver is تَحْصِيلُ تِلْكَ الْمَصْلَحَةِ. You want to gain that benefit. In case one we mentioned, we want to gain protection. We don't want somebody who kidnaps, who does Yahoo, who does 419, who does armed robbery to be amongst us. We want to expose, we want to protect ourselves from the evil of this person. It is maslahatun ammatun lil muslimin. We want to protect ourselves from him. In the case someone wants to do a business with another person, he comes out, Abu Rahman, mashallah, subhanallah. Let me give us a typical example. And Imam Malik, only that it will take our time. Let me leave that one last. It will take our time. And Imam Malik, rahimahullah, he took a report from one of the reporters. In the entirety of Muwaffaq, there are only 3 reporters from whom Malik reported a hadith, who are known to be weak reporters. Only 3. Otherwise, Malik, Ibn Anas, Al-Imam, he will not report hadith from anybody except you are a reliable reporter of hadith. If you are not reliable, Malik will not take your hadith. Who are you? So if you see a reporter in Muwaffaq, that's evidence that that reporter is what? Second. The reliable reporter. Except 3 persons. One of them came. When he came to Medina, he saw that Malik is big Shaykh. So he began to behave like, like somebody carries shimal, put on his head, we had Jalabiyah, carrying books. So Bukhari on his right, Sahih Muslim on his left. He's coming to Halqa. We sit in front of the Halqa. MashaAllah, Akramakumullah, Barakallahu fikum, Hafizakumullah. You know that if you are not careful, you'll be thinking that he's a righteous person. He was like that. To the extent that the Imam thought, I think this person is righteous. After watching. But he knew, so he has to be a righteous man throughout. So Malik reported hadith from him. It was later those who knew him from Baghdad and Kufa came and Malik, this man, no. They are telling Malik at the end that he's not a reliable person. It is coming from Ghiba. But does he have benefit or not? This benefit is not even restricted to Malik. It is li'amatil Muslim. Because all the Muslims will be relying on that hadith. And some Muslim knew him to be untrustworthy. So talking about him to say, hey, this man is not reliable. Don't marry your daughters to him. Don't do business with him. He will eat your money, collect your money and run away. So these kinds of statements, yes, the person will not like it. But those who receive it will benefit from it. Whether that benefit is general benefit or what specific to the family or to the person who wants to trade with him. You have to say this person. Or you want to employ somebody. Let me use myself as an example. We employed somebody one time as a teacher and he was 419. Some brothers know this case. He stole 450,000 from me. The last day I was talking to him, he was in school and he told me that he was in Lautech Ogbomoso. His son was sick. They wanted to do surgery on him. I was checking. He wanted to say the boy will die by 2 o'clock on Monday. We just finished halqa like this. I saw the message. that if they don't do the surgery by 2 o'clock, the doctor said that the boy will die. You know, I have children too. My body was shaking. So I thought to say, wallahi, it is that. That's why these days, yesterday somebody sent me text message. He begged me in the name of Zul Jalali wal Ikram, Allah Latif, Yakhluqu ma yasha. He was saying, I say, and I don't do that one pass before. Now it doesn't move me again. That is the evil in that. Before, wallahi, once I hear, give me in the name of Allah, I want to give, even if it is 1,000 naira. But now, myself and Abu Ahmad Al-Lashaw, early morning Monday, I said they should book the boy for the surgery. Early morning on Monday. The wife told me that if they don't kill that boy, guys, she will kill herself. I said, don't kill yourself. I beg you in the name of Allah. I was doing what I said, run to Basra. It was a lie. I didn't know what lie I didn't know. I thought that I could prevent a lie, somebody killing herself. I said, don't kill yourself. This, that. That person I'm talking to, thinking that it's in Ogbomoso, he was right inside my school. So the last day, that Monday morning, very early, I sent 250 to him. He said the surgery is 450. I said, take this 250. Go and book it. I'm coming. I just don't know what told me that. Go and see that boy. And that day I was tired. Monday morning, I called Abu Ahmad, come. I couldn't drive. I said, Abu Ahmad, drive. We went with Sienna. We went to Ogbomoso Lautech. Wallahi. Ogbomoso Lautech was closed down. No hospital there, no bodies. It was lie, pure lie. There was a brother I called that brother, I told him, I said, somebody wants to do surgery now. You should send money to him. That person too had sent 200. Me, I have sent 250. The person had sent 200. To that, I quickly called him, stop. He said, I've already sent the money. And I was holding another 200,000 that once I see him, I'll give you, hold this one in your hand so that when they finish the surgery, you have money to take care of the boy. The way he presented the matter was too smart, quote and unquote. I now said, I will follow you. I went to police. We traced the telephone number, we traced everything. My dear brothers, the wife is a Nikobi. The brother is brother, who needs to sack everything like us, like this. The last phone call he made, police traced it into our school. He was inside compound when we were going to Lautech Ogbomoso. He was in my compound when I was going to Lautech Ogbomoso to go and look for him. And his child, he lied that the child was sick. I was running, I was feeling ill, but I went. That day is the day that President Tinubu was sworn in, May 29th. I will never forget that day. Oh, it didn't make me to listen to that presidential address. I always listen to things like that. I was on my road to Ogbomoso. Ashironi. If you see him, brother, he is writing Arabic. Some of the messages he sent to me, he wrote it in Arabic. Now this kind of a person comes in the middle of it. I knew him, I saw him, we got everything about him. His house, his father, his mother, everything. Even where he was going after that time, police traced everything, they gave it to me. Everything. Ikwa, don't do any bad thing, anybody, they will catch you. The world has changed now. They will trace everything about you, unless they don't want to catch you. So don't get yourself involved in any nonsense. Now, somebody comes to me and says, Abu Nāsir, this brother so wanted to marry my daughter. I said, give me his phone number. Because I have his phone number on my phone till today. You know how I store this number? Fraud brother. He has 3 numbers. Fraud brother 1. Fraud brother 2. Fraud brother. So you come to me, you say you have a brother, mashallah. If you see his Arabic, mashallah. If you see Quran, inshallah. If you see his, in fact, mashallah. Very good brother. I say, give me his phone number. You give me his phone number, I just press it on my phone. He just came fraud, brother, one. I ask you, does he have another phone number? He said, yes. You give me again. I press it on my phone. Fraud number. I ask you, does he have another number? He said, yes. Give me. I press it on my phone again. It said, fraud, brother. Ikhwa, what do you think I should tell this brother? What I tell him now about that brother, is it Naseehah or Giba? It is Naseehah. It's Naseehah. We have to. Compulsory, if I don't tell it, Allah will punish me. If you keep quiet in this circumstance, Allah will punish you. We had a sister long ago. This matter 16, 17 years now. I don't even know where they are. The sister, Nikobi, good sister. Inshallah. She married a brother. When she got into the house, she found out that Apa Mubo. Now, if you have one or two brothers who knew that the family of the sister wanted to marry that sister to the brother, and they did not go to report that brother to the family of the sister, they are sinful people. Fasikun, Asimun. Do we understand what I mean? If there were some brothers who knew that evil of that brother, it's not only that. If you know that a brother watches porn, let people know about this brother does something. By way of correcting him, making us be able to speak to him. We'll come back to that quickly. I think that's where we should quickly go to. Because Ibn Rajab said, Rahimahullah, فَأَمَّا إِنْ كَانَ فِيهِ مَصْلَحَةٌ لِعَامَةِ الْمُسْلِمِينَ خَاصَةً لِبَعْضِهِمْ وكان المقصود منه تحصيل تلك المصلحة فليس بماذا بمحرم بل مندوب إليه. If there is maslaha, if there is benefit in telling us about that Muslim and the faults that he has and the problems that he has, وكان المقصود منه, the reason why we are saying it to him is that we want to gain that benefit either by avoiding him and running away from his evil. That is why we are saying it. فَلَيْسَ بِمُحَرَّمٍ. To say it is not haram. But in fact, مَنْدُوبٌ إِلَيْهِ. It is even encouraged. Al-Imam An-Nawawi even said, وَقَدْ يَكُونُ وَاجِبًا. It may even be what? Compulsory for you. You must say it. Don't keep it. Don't keep it. وَقَدْ يَكُونُ وَاجِبًا كَمَا قَالَ الْإِمَامُ النَّوَوِي. وَقَدْ يَكُونُ وَاجِبًا. مَنْ قَالَهُ الْإِمَامُ النَّوَوِي. Imam An-Nawawi said to say that thing may even be compulsory on you. Meaning that if you don't say it, you may be punished by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the last class we started it. We started talking about the conditions, things that when we know about a person, by compulsory, by obligation, we must talk about him, or we are encouraged to say it. There are six things that can make us say something about a Muslim that he actually did. And it will not count as what? Giba to Muharram. It will be from Giba to Ba. Mandubul ilayh. Or what? Wajib. The first one we read in the last class is At-Tibyān. Something that can make you report somebody. At-Tibyān. فَيَجُوزُ لِلْمَظْلُومِ أَنْ يَتَظَلَّمَ إِلَى السُّلْطَانِ وَالْقَاضِي. We read this in the last class. It is lawful. If someone cheats you, you can go and report him to government. Like that brother now who stole my money. I went to report him to who? To police. That is called what? At-Tibyān. Going to seek redress. Going to seek redress from someone who cheats you. You do a business with brother. One brother was looking for a house. The lawyer collected money from him. That money is remaining 50,000 or 100,000. Hey, I will report you to police. So, if he reports him to police, and he tells police that brother Abdur-Razzaq ibn Abdul Fattah collected money from me, that he will help me to do what? To get a house. He collected my money and ran away. Police, help me find him. What you have done is what? At-Tibyān. But don't forget, you have reported him. You mentioned something that he did that is bad. He will not like that thing be mentioned about him. But you still mentioned about him because you want to get your rights. And one of the reasons why you can do that is what? So the ulama say, فَيَجُوزُ لِلْمَظْلُومِ. It is allowed for somebody who has been cheated. أن يتظلم إلى السلطان والقاضي وغيرهما. He can go to the sultan, the overall head. He can go to President Tinubu. President Tinubu has brought EFCC to you. So you can go to EFCC. If you go to EFCC, it's like you are going to government. You can go to EFCC. You can go to the brother of EFCC is called what? Huh? ICPC. Independent Corrupt Practices and what? ICPC. Or you go to the police. Police covers the job of EFCC. They also cover the job of ICPC. Every discordance to law can be handled by police. So someone cheats you, someone treats you unfairly, someone does something, you can go to police. Like that brother that I took to the police. It is allowed. Everything that I said, I wrote 3 pages of complaint about him. Those 3 pages. I was telling them the story. Wallahi, the first day I was driving to Lagos. When the wife told me that if they don't do this surgery, she will kill herself and she will kill that brother. I parked my car. I started begging her, please, don't kill yourself. I will give you the money. I didn't know that they were lying. They were using my sense of pity, playing with it. Now you have killed it. Many times when I hear this case now, I don't feel bad. I say, now them. Last week, a brother sent me a text message that himself and his wife and his son, they have not eaten since 3 days ago. I say, hey, they don't start again. That is the evil in that. You will block us. We will not be able to help people who may even have a genuine case. So if I don't know a person like this, if he's asking me for something, I say, oh, I don't hear. I have heard. Because after that one, there was another case I called Abdur-Raūf to go and check. That one said he gave birth to a baby. The wife is bleeding, and the baby is not also well. It was a Sunday morning like this too. Almost immediately after that one. I don't doubt it that it's still that same person. In this time, they sent that message to me. I said, So I called him, where are you? Which work are you doing? Is the family of your wife with you? Is your own family with you? What have they done? I was asking, he said, nothing, no money, no this. I said, so what are we going to do? I said, where is the hospital? He said, garage. What's the name of that garage? Old garage. He said, old garage, yes. I said, so how much do you need? He said, 35,000. I said, don't worry. It does more money. I don't know what told me that time. I just called Abdur-Raūf. Before I send 35,000, enter one chance again. Let me tell Abdur-Raūf. And is it not one chance? I called Abdur-Raūf. Go and check. They went there. There is no hospital in the whole of old garage. I just put my 35,000 in my pocket. So from that time, when someone tells me all these kind of cases, I say, I beg, go and meet the people who know you. If it's a genuine case, go and meet somebody who knows you. Those people who know you, if we know them, we will use them. Say, okay, I know this one, he can't cheat me. Ikhwa, wallahi, there are brothers, if they tell us something, we will not ask them question about it. We know that if they say, Abu, this case is like it, we will not find out. We will not find out. We know people like that. We will not we won't ask second question. Once they say it, we give them the money. We will not find out. So, but when we don't know you, we tell you, hey, go and look for people who know you. They can solve that problem. So if somebody cheats you, you can make at-tazallumu ila sultan. The second thing that can make you speak evil about somebody is al-isti'anatu ala taghyir al-munkar. You are telling him so that he can help to change that thing that is bad. Some boys are doing something bad. You come and report to their ustad. Ustad, Fulan and Fulan and Fulan are doing something bad. You know that ustad can call the three of them and flog them or summon them or give them advice or it is lawful. Some young boys, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, they do something bad. You saw them go and report to the ustad. Why? تَسْتَعِينُ بِهِ عَلَىٰ تَغْيِيرِ الْمُنْكَرِ. You are seeking the help of the ustad so that you can change something that is bad. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, one day the Prophet said, this hadith occurs in Al-Adab al-Mufrad. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he distributed something amongst the people. And when he did that, munafiqun, he went to say, hey, this distribution, wallahi, they didn't do it for the sake of Allah. They did. The Prophet didn't distribute it for the sake of Allah. So who will do it for the sake of Allah? Ibn Mas'ud heard it. His eyes were red. He went to report it to the Prophet Muhammad. So those things they did was bad. Abi, who reported it to the Prophet? Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. So under which category will this come? Al-isti'anatu ala taghyir al-munkar. You want to seek help. Somebody you know that if Ustaz Lagbaja hears this case, he can call. There's a brother like that. He has issues, financial transactions with people. Collected money here, collected money there. He spoils the money. They reported to me and one of the Asatiza in Lagos. I called him, I warned him. That one to call him and warn him. Wallahi, recently myself and the Ustaz, we saw ourselves. He now came. I said, you, have you changed? The Ustaz told me that he has changed now. That is the second Ustaz that he reported. He said, so but people were telling us about him. He did this. He collected money from so person. He did it. He promised so like that. So you can report him so that they will warn him. So when you are reporting him, what will you be doing? You will be mentioning him and saying things that he did that were bad. Abi, this one is allowed. Why? It is from the aspects of al-isti'anatu ala taghyir al-munkar. You are seeking help to be able to change something that is bad. Is this clear? Ikhwa, is this clear? The second reason we can do this is al-istifta'. We want to ask for fatwa. Al-istifta'. You want something happens between yourself and another brother. You want to ask what is the ruling of that matter. You want to ask the ruling of the matter. Something happens between you and another brother. Brother, so did so to me. I now did like this. I now, please, can you explain to us, am I at fault? Did I do badly? Was I wrong? Or he was wrong? I just want to know the ruling of the Sharia about what I did, or what I said, or what he did, or what he said. And this istifta. That's what can happen too between a husband and a wife. Like in the case of him, the wife of who? Abu Sufyan. He said Abu Sufyan kana rajulan shahihan. Abu Sufyan was stingy. He would not give me money that would be sufficient for me and my children. And they knew where Abu Sufyan, not you. Because he was shaking his head. Abu Sufyan, they have their peculiar characters. If anybody, we call Abu Sufyan, they will have some characters with them. That one will be on another day. Anybody called Abu Sufyan, he has some things with him. One of it is that, let me say this one. He wants to lord over everybody. Look, anybody who is Abu Sufyan, he wants to lord over everybody. Nobody can control. He wants to be control of you. That's one thing about them. Anybody called Abu Sufyan, they will want you. No, he is the one who wants to determine what's happening. He can do it openly. He can do it surreptitiously, underground. But he's the one controlling everybody. They want to control wherever they are. That's how they are. Anyway, let's leave that one aside. We can say other things about them. From that they like money. Anybody called Abu Sufyan who like Owo. If you like a English teacher, if you like a math teacher who like Owo, they like money. So they are good in negotiations. Put them in front for yourself to negotiate, you get good negotiation. Then from the things you know with these people, Abu Sufyan, they want to do things perfectly. They have a standard. They have a taste. They have a taste. They have a standard. They want to keep a standard for themselves. That's the reason why they want to control everybody to be like their own standard. And one of the things you see about them is that sometimes money will not come out from their hand easily. There are other things about them. But let us leave those ones aside. So the wife of Abu Sufyan, the mother of Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan, Hind, she went to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and told the Prophet that Abu Sufyan, Rajulun Shaykh, is a man stingy, he won't give us good enough money. He give us money, but this money will not be enough for me and for my children. So she was asking, I always go to take that money from where he's keeping the money. She came to ask the Prophet whether that was done for her to take the balance, take from his money. I know where he's keeping his money. So she goes to take from his money. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told her that there is no blame for her to take what will be sufficient, the additional. If what will be sufficient for them is 100 naira, and he gave them 60 naira, what is it lawful for them to take? It is lawful for them to take portion. This case, she said about her husband that he is Rajulun Shahid, a man that is what? Stingy a bit. This is dhikruhu bima la yuhib, and bima yakrah. She has mentioned Abu Sufyan, her husband, with something that he would not like. But here it is lawful. Why? She mentioned it not to disgrace him, but to know the ruling of the matter. You can do that. But the scholar said this one, if you can ask without mentioning the name, it's okay. If you can get the answer without mentioning the name, it's okay. If you can't get the answer unless you mention the name, then you should mention the name. But it is permissible if you mention the name. It is better not to mention the name. I hope that this one is clear. Which one is that? Al-Istiftah. The first one, At-Tibyān. The second one is what? Al-Isti'ānatu ala tadbīr al-munkar. The third one is what? Al-Istiftah. The fourth one is Tahdhīrul Muslimīna min ash-sharri. You want to warn the Muslims from evil. Hey, you want to warn the Muslims, hey, be careful, there's a problem. So that can make you talk about somebody in a manner that if he hears, he will not like it. This one has 5 things under it. We are doing these 5 things in the last class. So we'll quickly go around it. The reason I'm coming back to it is because many of the people were not there in the class, the last class. And I felt to add a few other explanations. That was why I went through all this again. I hope also that to make us understand it better, inshallah. The fourth one, تحذير المسلمين من الشر ونصيحتهم. You want to give nasiha to the Muslims, and you want to warn them to be careful. This one has 5 things under it. The first thing under it, جرح المجروحين من الرواة. جرح المجروحين من الرواة للأحاديث والشهود. جرح المجروحين. To speak negative about people who have negative characters. Somebody has a negative character. Speak about that. Somebody has something that should not make us accept hadith from him. Speak about that thing. Or shuhud. A witness. A man took his wife to court. Or a woman took her husband to court. Why? He has not given me my mahar. He took him to court, yes. Okay, how much did you agree? How much did he say he was going to give you? The woman said 100,000. The man said, no, my now. I only told her I would give her 50,000. 2 days ago, I was in a matter like this between 2 brothers. One did a job for the other one. They agreed on the money, and I was there. The other one said he will pay so amount. The other one said, I agree. They agreed on the amount, but a year after or 2 years after, they are now arguing how much was it. They now said, Abu Nāsir was there, let us call him. They called me. When I said what was clear to me that I remember about it, the other one said, no, that was not what. He rejected my own evidence too. Brother A said, for example, it is 720,000. Brother B said, no, it was 620,000. I said it was 720 something. The other one said, put 7. It reached 7. I know, 7. Do you understand? So he said, oh, it's 6. I left them. I told them, I said, I have done my job. What was my job? To testify to what I knew about the matter. Fortunately, one of the brothers said, let me come. But the one who said no, he pressed it. Oh, no. I left them there and said, me, I don't do my job. Even yesterday, after my group, I was in this masjid, the brother came to me and said, hey, me, I have done my job. I have testified to what I do. He's not quailing my honor, but he's quailing what I said. This one, I won't accept. No. He's only saying no. He doesn't think that I remember. I said, no, me, I remember. And I actually remembered. Because the other person came to me and said, Abu, do you remember how much we agreed they should pay us? I said, yes. He said, how much? I said, 720 something. He said, Alhamdulillah. I said, why? Why is that? I said, that is what he also remembered that they will pay 720 something. The other person said, it is 6 something. I said, it's not 6, it's 7 something. Now, if a person is coming to give evidence amongst 2 people in a court, the husband said, the wife said, my husband should give me my mahar. How much? 100,000. The husband said, no, it was 50,000. Then they went to court. So they now called somebody to come and give evidence. When the person came, the husband said, you want to give evidence? You that you don't pray. This is Jafko. This is Jafko that is allowed. This is Gibatuko. Or what? At-Tanabuzu bil-Laqab. He attacks you that, no, you don't pray. You are not suitable for evidence. You are not a person of trustworthiness. I will not accept you to stand in as a witness. Because Allah says, وَأَشْهِدُوا زَوَيْ عَدْلٍ. If you want to make people to be witnesses in a matter, let them be people of trustworthiness. Let them be people of trustworthiness. So if you criticize somebody that is not trustworthy, Yes, it is giba, or it can amount as insults, ta'ir, but it is one that is accepted. I hope that this first point is clear. The second one, Mastasharaka insan. Someone comes to you and seeks your advice. Fi musaharatihi, regarding someone he wants to take for an in-law. Aw musharakatihi, or someone he wants to trade with. Aw idaihi, or someone he wants to put something in his hand. Hold it for me. Awil idai indahu. Awil idai indahu. Or someone who wants to put something into his hands. Aw mu'amalatihi bighayri dhalik. Or he wants to also relate with him in other forms. Someone comes to you. Abdul Ahad, so brother, we want to do business together. Can I do business with him? He's asking you why. Because you know the brother. This one happens a lot. 2 days ago, a brother was calling me. I didn't even know what happened. The other brother came to tell me that he wants him to invest in his business. So he asked him, who do you know that I know that I can ask about you, from who will guarantee me that you will not steal my money? He said, call Abu Nāsir. I mean, I didn't know that they were calling me. So I didn't pick the call. You know, you'll be sparking, oh, Abu, pick your call. And I didn't know the number. That can happen. Or someone wants to marry a daughter. They say, hey, come, who knows you? Say, so person knows me. Abdur-Raūf knows me. Are you sure? Say, yes. Okay, I'll call Abdur-Raūf. We call Abdur-Raūf. Abdur-Raūf say, that brother, don't give him your daughter. We tell him to come the next day. When he can say, sorry, that is how talks like that usually start happening. When they don't want to give you the girl. When you go the next day, they say, but these days we have changed that one. Saying, Alhamdulillah, the brother's heart will be begin. He doesn't know what they will say about him. So, it happens. It happens. We'll be asking, finding out. The first one is, Mastasharaka insanu fi musaharati. When a person comes to ask you your advice about a person he wants to marry his daughter to, aw musharakati, or a person he wants to trade with, aw idai, or a person he wants to give something to hold for him, awil idai indahu, or something he wants to collect something from somebody to hold for him. Some people, you should not collect their thing to hold for them. They are criminals. Yahoo boy comes to you and say, hey, help me hold this money. I beg. Do you know where GTB is in Oshogbo? Say, go to GTB. Go and keep your money with GTB. Oh, I am traveling. Can you keep my car for him? Don't keep that car for him. Or maybe he stole the car, you don't know. And when police come and find the car inside your house, what do they call you? They'll call you thief. Why? You took the property of a thief to keep for a thief. What are you? Do you understand? So it's not somebody you want to give your property, you should be finding out. The one who wants to also keep something with you to keep itself, you must find out about him. Who is he? Before you agree. Or you want to deal with him in other ways. وَجَبَ عَلَيْكَ أَن تَذْكُرَ لَهُ مَا تَعْلَمُهُ مِنْهُ عَلَى جِهَةِ النَّصِيحَةِ. So someone comes to you and says, I want to keep money with so brother. I want to marry so brother to my daughter. I want to collect something to keep for so brother. But you know about that person, that person has some negative things. This Imam said, وَجَبَ عَلَيْكَ أَن تَذْكُرَ لَهُ. It becomes compulsory for you to mention to that brother, مَا تَعْلَمُ مِنْهُ, what you know about that person, عَلَى جِهَةِ النَّصِيحَةِ, by way of what? An-Naseehah. Are we getting the difference between Nasiha and Ta'yib? That's the difference. Do you remember the story of Fatima bint Qais? She wanted to marry a husband. So she told the Prophet Muhammad, 2 people have come to make khitbah. One of them was who? Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan. At that time he was poor. So the Prophet said, فَأَمَّا مُعَاوِيَةُ فَصُولُكْ لَا مَالَ لَهُ. Suluk is the person who doesn't have money. So don't marry Muawiyah, he can't take care of you. As for Abu Jahl, لَا يَرْفَعُ عَصَاهُ عَنْ عَاتِقِهِ. There are two meanings of this hadith. And the two meanings are opposite. لَا يَرْفَعُ عَصَاهُ عَنْ عَاتِقِهِ. He will not raise his cane. He will not remove it from his shoulders. Some scholars say the meaning is that he does not discipline a woman. So if you marry him, you will become spoiled. Why? He will not remove his cane from his shoulder to discipline you. The cane is ever where? Here. He doesn't discipline somebody. Do you understand? That's one meaning. That he doesn't discipline people. If you marry him, you will become spoiled. Why? Anything you do, you are clean, you are dirty, you are abusive, he's not looking at you like this. There are men like that. Abi brothers, whatever their wives do is makbul. If she likes, she jump up, he'll be looking at you like this. If she likes, she fly down. They will not tell him, sit up, that's up, he's that. He'll just be looking at him. They say that's the meaning. He does not raise his cane away from his shoulders. The second meaning they have said is that his cane is always on his shoulders, ready to beat you anytime. So every day he'll be beating you. You see, the two meanings are different. So the Prophet ﷺ discouraged that woman from marrying two men. And he was talking about each of them, something that is bad. Is it not? This one is poor, don't get money. This one every day he'll be beating you. Say, go and marry Usama ibn Zayd. So Fatima bint Qais went to marry Usama ibn Zayd. That one will make us understand the second one better. Let's quickly go to the third one. وَمِنْهَا إِذَا رَأَيْتَ مَنْ يَشْتَرِي عَبْدًا مَعْرُوفًا بِالسَّرِقَةِ. You saw someone who wants to buy a slave, and you know that slave that he steals. How is zina? You know that slave that he commits zina. How it should be. Or you know that slave that he drinks. How very harm. Or you know that slave that he does something bad. فَعَلَيْكَ أَن تُبَيِّنَ ذَلِكَ لِلْمُشْتَرِي إِنْ لَمْ يَكُنْ عَالِمًا بِهِ. You have a duty to explain it to the person who wants to buy it if he didn't know before. You see your brother, he wants to buy a car. You know that that car has a fault. You have a duty to tell your brother, hey, don't buy that car, it is bad. Compulsory. Let us quickly move on. The fourth one, إِذَا رَأَيْتَ مُتَفَكِّهًا يَتَرَدَّدُ إِلَى مُبْتَدِئٍ. You saw a young طالب العلم يَتَرَدَّدُ إِلَى مُبْتَدِئٍ. He is coming back to a scholar, and that scholar is a mubtadi. He is learning for his mubtadi. Al-Farq, or somebody who is a sinful person. يَأْخُذُ إِنَّهُ أو يأخذ عنه العلم, is going to learn, take knowledge from him. خِفْتَ أَنْ يَتَضَرَّرَ الْمُتَفَقِّهُ بِذَلِكَ. But you are afraid that, hey, this small boy going to this Al-Farq, he'll be there. He will spoil his dunya. He will spoil his akhirah. وَعَلَيْكَ نَصِيحَتُهُ بِبَيَانِ حَالِهِ. You have a duty to tell that young boy, come, don't go to that man again. That person is a person of bid'ah. Oh, that person is a person of fisk. He's a sinful person. He may be a person of sunnah, but he has fisk. A person of sunnah who does 419 is fasik. A person of sunnah who does isbal, fasik. He may be a person of sunnah but upon fisk. You have a duty to tell the young man, don't go to him again. But this one has a comma. Imam An-Nawawi warned us regarding this. It says, وَيُشْتَرَطُ أَنْ يَقْصِدَ النَّصِيحَةِ. You who want to tell that young man not to go to that person again, let it be that it is because of Naseehah. Let it be because of Naseehah. وَهَذَا مِمَّا يُغْلَطُ فِيهِ. Because a lot of people make mistakes here. وَقَدْ يَحْمِلُ الْمُتَكَلِّمَ بِذَلِكَ الْحَسَدُ. That person who wants to say, you see that man is mubtadi, it may be hasad that is disturbing him. He may just be jealous. You see me here. Me that I'm Fadila to Shaykh Islam with Taymiyyah, Majmu, Fatawa, this, that. You didn't learn from me. You are now going to learn from somebody else. For him to now make you to run away from that person, see that person, he has one bidah. He learned from Sha'rawi one day. He's one of the students of Sha'rawi. This man doesn't know Sha'rawi before. He has never read any book of Sha'rawi. He said, he's a student of Sha'rawi. You will say something against him to make people to run away from him. And Imam An-Nawawi said, وَقَدْ يَحْمِلُ الْمُتَكَلِّمَ بِذَلِكَ الْحَسَدُ. It may be that it is jealousy that is making him to say that about that person. أو يلبس الشيطان عليه ذلك. Or shaitan is the one telling him that that's Al-Farq. That's Al-Farq. Fasik. Shaitan is telling him, the man is free. How many people have been destroyed in their personality because of something that's not true? How many are past have people called names, and that name they call is not true? How many learned people have people ascribed to something that they are free from? I heard one that happened between two learned people in Sudan. The other one cursed him. He gave him da'wah to Mazlum. You say I did that, I didn't do it. Oh. I didn't talk that, that's not my opinion. One of those who have been falsely accused like that was Shaykh al-Halabi, rahimahullah. They said he is claiming wahdatul adiyan, that all religions should be one. He said, I did not say that. Where did I say it? I don't believe that Mazahib al-Arba should be one. Why should I believe that Islam and Judaism and Christianity should be one? I didn't say that. It's a lie. I listened to one of the audios he made before he died. He said, this is about the 15th time I'm explaining it. I did not say what you are accusing me of. Imam An-Nawawi said, people who accuse people like that, it may be hasad. They are jealous of the man. Or that shaitan pushed them to begin to falsely accuse their brother regarding something that their brother is free from. وَيُلَبِّسُ الشَّيْطَانُ عَلَيْهِ ذَلِكَ. It is shaitan that is making him to think like that. وَيُخَيِّلُ إِلَيْهِ أَنَّهُ نَصِيحَةٌ وَشَفَقَةٌ. Shaitan will make him to begin to say that, to be speaking about Ali al-Halabi, we are doing Nāsir to the Ummah. I said, boy, the Ummah, go, the Ummah, what can you say? Shaitan will get Ummah to bed. Nāsir will say, Hasad, Mundolam. Ali al-Halabi, it is Nāsīhah. It's not Nāsīhah. It's not Nāsīhah. It is Hasad that pushes you. So you be ascribing the man to something that is free from. The man is shouting, I am free. I didn't say what you said. You said no. What you saw? You said it. You said it. Say, I didn't say. Okay, bring where I said it. Say, don't worry. You said it somewhere. One sheikh said that you said it. I said, I didn't say it. I don't believe what you are saying. How can I say that Islam and Judaism should become one religion? I didn't say that. وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِ غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ. Then if you say that, I say that, don't call me Muslim now. It is kufr that you should say, I have committed. Anybody who says that Judaism and Islam should be one is kafir. So it is takfir, you should make of me not tabdi. Tabdi is more. He really thinks that there is takfir. Because it means anybody who says Judaism and Islam are one, that kind of a person is belying that verse of the Quran. That inna deena illa Allahi al-Islam. So you should call me kafir, not mubtadi. They say, no, we didn't call you kafir, but you are mubtadi. They say, over what? Over this matter, I did not say. They say, no, you said it. So, okay, if you say that I said it, I have repented, I'm not saying it again. You say, no, we will not accept your repentance. You are just mubtadi. That is what people are calling Jafu Atadil today. Oh no, so bad, man. There are only so bad. Okay, more so bad. Oh, may Allah protect us. You will not say, we are doing Jarh wa Ta'deel, al-Jarh wa Tajrih. That is not your fault. May Allah protect us. The last one under this one. وَمِنْهَا أَنْ يَكُونَ لَهُ وِلَايَةٌ لَا يَقُومُ بِهَا عَلَى وَجْهِهَا. Someone has authority over some people. He's their principal or their vice principal or anything. Or a husband over the wife. But he's not doing what is right. We can tell somebody above him to handle the matter well. You can report this man is not handling so and so well. Report him to him. You can report a governor to a president. They sent 5 billion and 4 trucks of rice. They did not give us rice for president. They did not give us money. They did not give us rice. You can report a governor to the president. You can report a minister to the president. You can report a local government chairman to the governor. You can report before local government chairman, what do you call them? Councillor. You can report him to local government chairman. Or report the councillor to the governor. Somebody who is in charge of something, you can report him to someone who is above him. By way of making him change the matter. It remains to, this was where we got to in the last class. But I hope that we can come back to complete it, inshallah. It's a major part of the class. Have we seen now there is a difference between Ta'ir and Nasiha on us? We are gradually ironing out the differences between An-Naseehah and what? At-Tibyān. It's remaining 2. The first one is what? At-Tibyān. Things that can allow you to say things about people that they won't like. The first one is what? At-Tibyān. The second one is what? Al-Isti'ānatu ala taghyīr al-munkar. The third one is what? Al-Istiftāh. The fourth one is what? Tahdhīr al-Muslimīn wa nasihatuhum. You are warning the Muslims, hey Muslims, be careful about this man. We will come to 2 other things again we can do. We can talk about people and to be loved. I hope that it is clear, inshallah. Now, can we take 1 or 2 questions about the Rahman? وَلَكَ دَرْسٌ الْيَوْمِ فِي اللَّيْلِ في العمدة أمس حاول أن تستريح اليوم. Can we take a few questions? Maybe 1 or 2, inshallah. Is it allowed to address your wife as Iya? Even though one does not intend her to be one's mother. Maybe you intend the mother of your children is allowed. If you are not intending that you are calling her Iya, it's like saying Umu. Many brothers call that Umu me. What they mean is that my wife. But they say Umu me. I've heard it from some brothers. And lovers of Umu me. Who is your Umu? Your wife. How can your wife be your Umu? So don't say that. Please be careful. But what they mean is their wives. So sometimes when the husband says Umu, is intending to short Abdur-Rahman or Abdul-Fattah or Abdur-Razzaq or Abdullah. So instead of saying Abdullah, what will he say? Umu. I think that's okay. That's not wrong. But you know what? Whatever you call your wife, that is what your children will be calling her to. So try to be calling her food, Abdullah, Ibrāhīm, Abdul-Fattah. Let it be clear. That's what you mean. Then your children will be calling it like that to go away from any sort of ambiguity. Does asking about a husband apply to the wife who wants to marry? Yes. That job is not the job of a girl. It is the job of her parents. It is not the girl who will go and start finding out about the man. Who will go and start finding about the man? Her father or her brother. Not the girl herself. Some sisters will say, I want to know more about you. You want to know about brother. He will just be playing with your brain. Leave it to your father or your brother or your teachers. Your fathers or your brothers or your uncles or your teachers. Women, if you want to do that job, a sister told me recently, there are companies now that you will employ to help you find out about a brother. Have you heard about that? One sister told me, oh. I said, so I was encouraging her, bring your father into the case. Ustaz, there are some people now, their job is to find out about people. You know this, the ones you told me, it is women that are there. It is not the job of women, it is the job of who? Men. Your relatives, your parents, your brothers, your uncles, your teachers. Can we lie down on the back? Yes, it's allowed. You can lie down on your back. It's allowed. To lie down on the left is prohibited. To lie down on the right is encouraged. To lie down on the right is what? Encouraged. To lie down on the left is what? Is discouraged. To lie down on the face down is prohibited. To lie down on the back is allowed. Can we start again? To lie down on the right side is what? Encouraged. To lie down on the left is what? Discouraged. To lie down face down is what? Prohibited. To lie down on your back is what? Allowed. Is this clear? Is it lawful for a matured Muslim male to sit with a woman in an aeroplane or in a transport? Is not allowed. Because your body will be touching her, her body will be touching you, and it's haram. But sometimes you find it difficult to change. You want to change your seat, they insist you go away, you come back, no way. So the better thing is that when you travel, if you are with brothers, there's always a way to exchange the seats. But if in the end too it becomes impossible, tie yourself on your chair like this, so that you don't shake left or what? Shake right. May Allah protect all of us. We can take one more question. Alaykum salam. Amin one. Will it be regarded as Naseehah? Telling a brother, what is the problem that going to his wife's family will bring to him? What is the evil you are afraid for? You want to call him back from? Is that itself evil? Me, I'm asking you. A brother help us settle this trouble. He said he's asking me, and me, I'm asking him. He said, is it from An-Naseehah to tell a brother who travels to the family of his wife to celebrate Eid-ul-Adha? Eid-ul-Adha. He said specifically, I'm including it. Eid-ul-Adha specifically. The brother travels to the family of his wife to celebrate Eid-ul-Adha. He wants to tell that brother not to go again. He wants to advise. He wants to advise that brother not to go to the family of his wife. You were told to advise the brother not to go to the family of his wife again for what? For Eidul Adha. He's now asking me, is it allowed? Is it Naseehah? If he tells the brother to stop going to the family of his wife, is it Naseehah or not? So me, I'm asking him, what is bad about that? Is it a bad thing that he goes to the family of his wife? Is that in itself bad? He said he's asking me. I said, no, me, I'm asking him. So help us settle this quarrel. Me, I'm now asking you again. Yes. I know. But me, I'm asking you, is it bad? I understand this matter. I hope that he understands my question. What is bad in a man going to the family of his wife to celebrate Eid al-Adha? Is there anything bad about that? He said he does not know whether it is bad. Me, I think that it is good. You know why? If they are in-law, he will celebrate with them, and the days of Eid are the days of celebrations. We eat with ourselves, we drink with ourselves, we eat, we play with ourselves. So if he goes with his wife, to the family of his wife, to do that, enjoy, play, talk, I don't see anything wrong in that, like that. He said the husband has parents. The father of the brother and the mother of the brother, they are alive. So, but he went to the family of his wife. I'm asking, Ikhwa, let us be fair, don't be emotional. What is wrong about that? Did his father come to you to tell you that he's a bad boy? Wait. Did his father come to you to tell you that he didn't buy a ram for them? So what's your problem that he didn't go to his father? You don't have problem with that. Oh, don't worry. We are addressing the matter. Ikhwa, can someone tell me what is bad about that? Shar'an. I go and celebrate Eid al-Kabir with the family of my wife. Me, I don't do so. And the day of Eid al-Kabir. And the day, the one that is 2 weeks of COVID-19, I was in my house alone. Me alone, I'm eating myself. So who will tell me to come? Who tell me to Because if I'm coming, I will not come alone. If you want me to come and do Eid al-Kabir in your house, I will not come alone. Myself and 31 others are coming. Wallah, we will finish your meat. Next year, you will tell us not to come. Tell that brother to go and marry 4 wives and have a lot of children. When they invite him next time, he tell them they can't borrow. The next year, they are the ones who will tell him not to go. But Ikhwa, I don't see anything wrong in that. I don't see anything wrong in going to celebrate Eid al-Kabir with the family of your wife. Especially if you enjoy yourself. They like you, you like them. Don't we go to celebrate Eid with our friends? So why is it bad to celebrate with the family of our wives? Wallah, I don't know anything wrong about it. Unless there's a trouble you are afraid of. But if there's no trouble, you understand yourself, you understand you. And that does not mean that you have abandoned your parents. You are still going around. Maybe in the morning you are with them, in the evening you go to your parents. Or in the morning you are with them that day, the following day, the 2 other days you are with your parents. Somehow, you have your way of sorting out yourself, and it's not a problem, then I don't see anything wrong about it. That was why I was asking, what is wrong in that? We do it with our friends. So why is it wrong to do it with our in-laws? I don't see anything wrong about that. I think we can stop here, inshallah. Let's stop here, please, because of that. Don't forget to tell the brother to marry 4 wives, so that the in-laws next day, men will come.